Hey, what is going on YouTube? This is Robert, and today we have two subjects, I suppose, to discuss, which will be given away by the title, thumbnail, and such. The first and foremost, being the biggest, will be the recent news of EB03 cases and, in general, being stolen. Ooh. Yeah, so all of these people probably streaming early, selling early, doing all of this early. Yeah, you're not selling legitimate merchandise, I suppose would be the way to phrase it. You are selling stolen product, which, ooh, not great. That's E. And a lot of people have said the same sort of thing of, oh, they've said it's stolen merchandise to save face because of the fact that they're just giving stuff out early to people instead. I mean, that would be great if that was the actual, thing in the end, the real subject, the real solution and answer overall. That would be perfect. But I think given the history of when releases and just products in general get to a certain extent of popularity, it's more than likely that things will be stolen. Like, it's just so simple. But on a better subject hand, which we can go on to first and foremost, is the fact that we should be seeing more product and more production in the end throughout this year and next year, which means that because these two locations are now going to be carrying One Piece, the production should then be increased as a result. So that's kind of cool in the end, but obviously the main subject that we're going to be looking over is the fact of stolen cases. So obviously this is the first piece of news from Forge and Fire Gaming. Our largest distributor, Southern Hobby, will now be carrying One Piece. Additionally, Peach State Hobby will also be carrying One Piece. From our correspondence with distributors, this means that we will likely see significant increases in production. Cool. And hopefully more reasonable prices in the future. Yeah, if only we could go back to what we were at in the end, that'd be perfect. But I don't think that's going to happen, that we're going to go back to the price point that we were previously at. I don't think it's going to be a thing, sadly. I wish it would be, because the prices under £70, under £80 was brilliant compared to now, where places are like 120 as a standard to like 200, and they think that that's like a fair price point. And the worst thing is that they sell at that price point. So yeah, so let's get into the drama of the stolen items, or the theft in the end. So a distributor emailed stores saying Bandai confirmed some of EB03 was lost during a theft in transit. Obviously the email states Bandai has sent out following language to retailers: thank you for your continued support. A portion of the following product was affected by a theft incident during transportation under factory arranged logistics. EB03. Painful. And then the thing that goes on from that is obviously the fact that anyone who's bought it, joined in on things and such, is complicit. So it's not brilliant, is it, really? We then go on to here, obviously another post that I saw where it says it gets worse. Our primary distributor just contacted us and said that EB03 is now getting allocated further due to a theft during transit. Explains why so much of it was in the wild so early. I have no idea what the cuts are going to be, but it's not going to be good. And sure, like people said across numerous tweets, this could just be like an excuse because the fact they've actually given product early on purpose. But I feel that because it's spreading out across so many different stores and places, and a lot of people have been affected in the end, I don't find that to be the truth. So then the location that was obviously affected in the end is going to be Beckett Castle, TCG. So we have their post here, which is: earlier today our distributor informed us that our EB03 allocation, originally scheduled for a single release wave, will now be split into two waves due to theft of EB03 at a logistics partner on its way to distributors. Ooh. The police are currently investigating, but there are no further details on the theft at this time. For Beckett Castle TCG, our first wave will be 91% of our original allocation, and our second wave will be the remaining 9%, arriving early April. So it's going to be split. So you'll probably see stores doing releases between end of February and April in the end. As a result, if this has affected one, it's probably going to affect multiple. They then go on to say, rest assured, our pre-orders and tournaments will not be affected. Please note this is specific to us and may not be the same for all LCS, obviously, so please contact your LCS for further details. We anticipate Bandai will make an announcement at some point, but wanted to give the community a heads up. Crazy times. And this stacks on top of the fact that obviously all of those cards were stolen from the stadiums for the college basketball games. It's not looking great. Card shops are being robbed. that's been taken, where they said it was like $2 or $3 million worth of the cards were stolen from one of the offices. So it's really not great for the community, and I'm not going to lie, before Pokemon resellers, before crypto resellers came into this was not something you would hear of happening. This was not something that would occur within the One Piece TCG. You wouldn't hear a big announcement of, oh, massive inventory theft, or oh, promo cards stolen, or oh, this done, or you know what I mean? You know, the Borussia Dortmund release was kind of okay. The Dodgers was a bit hit and miss, because you did have people almost like berating others for like not wanting to sell their cards for like $50 or $100 to them. So, and that's when things did start to go on a sort of downward spiral, because you had all of these people coming into it who were like, well, I'm just going to buy 300 of the cards, you know, and really just hassle people over it. And I'm sure it's only a small portion. It's not the majority in the end. You know, you don't want to just say, oh, it's all of them in the end that are coming into One Piece. But it didn't happen before this. And now I'm not pointing fingers, but I have seen this tweet go around like numerous times in the end. Obviously, it's the fact that someone put, is there not a Western Bandai rep we can send these screenshots to? Now that we know that they're stolen, anybody posting this needs to face consequences. And I mean, and I'm not pointing fingers. I'm just showing what is shown. Because, yeah, I'm not going to lie, there's no shot. Like, there isn't. So, if this isn't, you know, fair enough that you got all of this early. But if this is pointing straight to it, I find social media hilarious, because the fact that people just openly post what they've got and what they've done, basically. I mean, that is torn to hell right there as well. That has a massive tear in it, that case. But yeah, why would you be so obvious if this was the case? I don't know, but I'm just saying, this is what people have posted. I've seen this come up numerous times now, the exact same thing. And then you even have someone saying about saving face for giving product early. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, so it's not saying that they do have the product in question, but it is just one of those things where it's like, well, they could, you know, there's always a chance. But yeah, I would obviously love to see other people's thoughts and opinions on this, as to whether or not you believe that's the reason why there's so much of this circulating so early, because it is like the earliest I have seen products circulate. It was a month ahead of the release that people had this product, which is ridiculously early, even for Whatnot and such. That's super early for people to have product in. I know some stores will get their product early, but then they will just hold on to it. They won't do anything with it. But for the sheer volume that we saw, it wouldn't make up for like even 20 or 30 stores selling a couple of boxes early. We were seeing like case upon case upon case just early in the end. So yeah, like I said, I'd love to know your thoughts, opinions, what you think went on, what you think might have happened, whether or not you think it is just them saving face, or whether you believe that it is fully stolen. Like recent trends that have gone on, I wouldn't really put it past people, I can't lie, to have stolen things, because of the pure fact that like you have stores being robbed, then you have the cards stolen from the games recently for the promos, where they've just broken into the office and taken all of the cards they could possibly pick up and just take with them. And now you have this, where there's a shortage of stock going around, and you know, it will just lead to a higher print run probably, if they do have to, you know, resort to that in the end, that they have to print more of it. You know, I don't think the people are thinking about the fact that, oh, they've done this, oh, the print run is then going to be extended, or there's going to be more added onto it, so that price is going to come down as a result. And I don't know if there's anything you can really do to stop this sort of thing, because people will go to any length in the end. So, but yeah, like I said, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below, whether or not you've seen other people with cases upon cases, or if anything else has gone on. But yeah, that is about all. So I do hope that you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Peace.